Hey, you. We have to have a discussion. Well, it's going to be kind of a one-sided discussion. Excuse me. I'm trying to get myself situated around this camera. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm coping with some stuff right now. Okay. So, got some gloves here. And we're not going to be making anything with chemicals. We're not going to be making anything. We're having a discussion. This is something that has come to light. I've been wanting to make this video, but I've been ill. But here we are. Today's the day I'm making it. We need to have a talk about our friend, Bumblebee Jasper. First of all, what is Jasper? Jasper is like in that wonderful quartz family. It's a silica, basically a rock. Has like inclusions that, or impurities that people may say. I don't know why impurities is the word. Or these random materials that cause beautiful patterns and banding. Jasper and agates, you know, they're like family. Now, this stuff here, Bumblebee Jasper. What is Bumblebee Jasper? First off, where did it come from? Where has this stuff suddenly magically appeared in our lives? Why is this all of a sudden the hot thing on the market? What's going on with this stuff? It's recently been discovered in Indonesia in a volcano, and as far as they know, that source in Indonesia is the only source of what this stuff is. This volcanic matter, not a jasper, a volcanic limestone matter. It's mainly calcite, but guess what? It's loaded with arsenic sulfide. Sulfide? You're like, hey, that sounds like sulfur. You're right. That yellow? That's sulfur. Not as toxic as the arsenic sulfide, but not also good for you either. So, yeah, I learned the hard way. I don't know how I stumbled across something that was like this lady. She was like, she's this gemologist, and she's like looking at this really beautiful polished, like, a stone for, you know, just a stone for your desk or something, or just a handling stone of Bumblebee Jasper, and it was really beautiful and polished and everything. And she's looking at it, and she's like, "Is it okay to touch it?" I mean, this lady has like all these degrees and certifications, and she's like, "Do I need to put a glove on? Do I need to wash my hands? What do I do?" She's like freaking out, and I'm like, "What's the deal with Bumblebee Jasper? I love Bumblebee Jasper." In fact, I've just been buying tons of it. And guess what? It's full of arsenic. And every stone has a different level of, like, what it's made of. I mean, you can just look here and you can see, like, there's different chemical things happening. There's stuff interacting, and it's making beautiful layers, but it's possible like maybe this set might be more toxic than this set, like for the stone itself. But there's also the way of like how you handle the material. I'm gonna be a bummer. Please don't get upset about me. You can always leave a comment in the below. It's a free country. Sort of. Man, I don't know how to put this. It's like mining this stuff is not in a really well regulated workplace. How do we say that? Safe. They don't have OSHA. OSHA does not exist in Indonesia. I don't know where this, I haven't looked up where in Indonesia this is, so I don't know. So it's toxic for people to mine, and as they're churning up this stuff, it's a lot of dust because there's a lot of volcanic limestone stuff is very soft. It's a very like the Mohs hardness. I don't know what it is. It might be a 3 or 4. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm not a gemologist. But we need to talk about this stuff because it's toxic to mine. It's toxic to cut. It's toxic to wear if it's not sealed and handled properly. Such as this. As you see, I just put a glove on. I was touching this bare hands. And it's not sealed. It's sealed on the back. But it's not sealed on the front. And I thought at the time when I bought this off of eBay, and I wondered, like, why is nobody buying this really unique strand of Bumblebee Jasper? And I kind of feel like a dummy. So the back is sealed, that's great, but this is just like, it's so soft. It's so soft. Breathing the arsenic sulfide is the worst way to ingest it. You know, if you're wearing a piece like this and you don't know the arsenic load, the arsenic level of this particular stone, it could very well be different than this stone that has like a, it doesn't have as much loose yellow material on top. So it's tricky. Like this one has got a lot of material that's loose on top. So you just can't wear that stuff. You just can't. And I'm going to go ahead and put on another pair of gloves. Just at this point, I've touched it so much. I feel like I don't want to risk anything. I've already dealt with cancer. I'm done with cancer. Cancer can go away for everybody in the entire world. I wish it found a cure. So like this, the back is not sealed. Can you see that? So here's the front, and you can see the shine. A lot of time there's a polishing compound. There's different kinds. If you look into it, it's overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking into, because a lot of it I don't, and I get overwhelmed. I'm like, what does this mean? I'm trying to guess what this means. So you can see how, there's a little bit of shine on the back from some tape residue. But it needs to be sealed. So these, I can't wear these. I definitely could not sell these with a good conscious mind. A clean consciousness of whatever. Oh my goodness, I can't get this. This is hard to do with the gloves on. Woo! Okay. No, I really feel like a drug dealer. Do drug dealers wear gloves? I would hope they do, because I would think touching drugs would be bad for you. Anyways, so yeah, mining is extremely dangerous, and it's slightly dangerous to wear if you have a piece that is not sealed and properly treated. It should be injected with the resin to stabilize it. So as you can see, where's a good one in here? Like here you can see layers of the material. This one has kind of a polish on top, but they didn't, I don't know. It's like the material was too soft and they just gave up. I mean, it looks beautiful. I love this matte finish. It's gorgeous. You can see it's layering there, but it's toxic. It's so sad. And so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is get some kind of sealant. I'm going to do some more research in the lapidary. At first I was like, well, maybe I'll just get like, you know, some UV resin. But then it's like, well, that may not be the actual proper way to handle this situation, and I should look into it. Being in the Yellowstone County in Montana, like the Treasure State, we have a ton of people doing lapidary work. So I just need to find somebody. There's even a guy in town that has like this huge channel and he just like goes to riverbeds and finds agates. And it's like, I've done that. I just haven't recorded myself doing that. Why am I doing that? I should do that. Anyways, so guys, one thing I remember reading, I wrote it down. There's a thing called, maybe I can put it up here on the screen, like REAL, like real, and then GAR, Realgar, is ruby sulfur, is like the fancy name of what gives this coloring. It's since it's not a silica based material, getting its color from random impurities or whatever you want to call. Oh, look at that line. That's a beautiful one. Can you see that line? That line there. It's really beautiful. So Realgar is ruby sulfur, and that's what gives it this beautiful yellow color to even vivid orange. So in this state, don't wear it. Don't touch it unless you're wearing gloves. You wash your hands. Don't touch your mouth. Don't touch your nose. Try not to breathe it. If it's really dusty, wear a respirator, like just a basic face mask. We know what face masks are at this point, don't we, people? Face masks have a reason for a reason. And it's to keep stuff like this, particles from getting into your lungs. We don't want that happening. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to... I think there was one site that I really liked that was simple and succinct. I think it's called YesDirt, YesDirt.com. I'll try to put that on the screen or information below. YesDirt.com. Or any other sites that I can find some information and link you to it. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to enjoy your Bumblebee Jasper. It's possible. It's not like you can't wear it. You just got to figure out a solution and seal it. So these guys are no longer going to be in my pendant box. I cleaned out that area. I took all the Bumblebee Jasper out, and it's going into its own place. Thank you for hanging there with me. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm not an expert. This is just basic. I'm a hobbyist, essentially. I'm not a geologist or a gemologist. So I will link you to sites where people who are gemologists or geologists or certified or have a PhD or something in rocks, whatever. I'll try to link you to them so you don't think I'm just this crazy lady with like a vendetta against Bumblebee Jasper. Anyways, love you guys. Oh, look at that. Weird. Glove hands. Ooh, glove hands. Ooh, that looks unpleasant. Ugh. These are not the right size for me. Anyways, wonderful day. Be safe with your jewels. If you ever see something you're like a little curious about, like what you got, look it up. Do some research on it. It's amazing what you can find. And it can give, like, if you're a person that is selling your jewelry, make sure you're taking care of this stuff and make sure that, you know, you're giving safe stones to people, because there's some other tricky things out there. Love you bunches. Have a great day. Bye-bye.